Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. It is time to conquer Cloud of Darkness, Chaotic. Now this is 100% a video I never thought I'd actually get to do, but shoutouts to the awesome larknoms for hosting a Chaotic Expedited learning group. So here we are. Now, while I do typically try to, do things on Monk the first time, we are 100% on Machinist because that's the position I knew for the fight. I cleared it like 5 times before this, so, Anyways, to start off the fight, she is going to do something with her hand. She's either going to put her right hand down, her left hand down, or pull both of them up and do like a slice motion. If the hand is down, you go under the hand. If the hands are up, you need to go out. So right there, she did left hand save, right hand save, because she was going to do like a donut. Now, this is also post-commentated, by the way. There was no way I was gonna be able to do this fight for like my 6th time ever, which I'm still super shaky at it. And commentate, and also listen to callouts, and yeah. Anyways, so she did an arena change to a diamond-like pattern there. And now she is giving us debuffs with this Grim Embrace. And the way her hand is looking is denoting which way you will have to solve this mechanic. If her hand is like underneath that crystal, you will eventually need to do a backwards stepping motion. If it's behind, you'll have to do a forward stepping motion. So I'm kind of like falling behind the mechanics here. It's gonna happen. We had some line cleaves there, simple dodge, dodge, dodge. This was followed up by flares, 1 per party, and that was followed up by light party stacks within each party. So 4-person stacks in each party. So anyways, this Blade of Darkness she is doing is the out. You can see, kind of saw there how her hands were up. And those hands are starting to resolve, and mine is actually going off soon. So as your countdown starts getting low, you will see this countdown appear above you. As it counts down about the 1.5 second mark, you'll get heavy. At this point, get ready to start stepping either backwards or forwards, whichever way you was. So I was stepping backwards there, because there's going to be a hand that does like a small cleave in front of you. You want to make sure you kind of aim this outside the arena so you don't smack anyone. And you'll have to do that several times. Every person has this debuff. She's just doing the Blade of Darkness again. This time with the right hand down. And this was also followed up immediately. Earlier she had stored up an arrow. She can also store up death. This is either a pushback or a pull in. For this particular one, just pop your knockback immunity. It's so much easier than trying to solve it. You can, but anyways, the lines are back and more hands are going to be going up. So after that set of hands and cleaves goes off, she is going to cast either arrow or death again. This time she's doing death. Just get to the corner, death is going to go off. It'll do an AoE in it after it draws you in, and then a donut. So kind of out and in. Just make sure you don't get pulled into it. If you do, it does doom. Same with the hands. The hands also do doom. And then with now all the hands resolved, and that death/arrow done, she is changing the arena once again, and we are getting into the annoying part. This is going to be from the perspective of platform, right platform. I have done tiles all of like a minute when I accidentally got dragged onto them. So anyway, there is a platform on the right and left. As I said, I'm on the left one here, and once you're onto these separate ones, 2 Atmoses will spawn. The ranged fighters need to take these out ASAP, otherwise they do an annoying attack, take someone out, and it gets really messy. After all that's done, these little ads that we're now fighting are going to do an AoE, and then they'll start queuing up these things either right, left, stack, or spread. And you'll know which it was based off the orbs. The stack is if she has 2 orbs on the sides, and if the spread is if it's just an orb in the middle, so that one was the spread. This is followed by 3-person towers. These are all assigned, so just get into your tower. Make sure it's at least 1 person, but ideally 3 people per tower. So at this point, Cloud Darkness is going to cast Ghastly Gloom. You can tell which it is by her animation is. The donut, you have to get super in. the cross, the tiles have to get into the right spot so they don't get smacked. Atmoses will also spawn at this point, and the ads will put a debuff on the people on the platforms, in which after the time expires, they do a attack that does half max HP on anyone it hits in a cone in front of them, so just point down to the abyss. Evil seeds will also go out, and you will want to bait those. Usually, I guess there's markers, put them on the markers. Then the opposite of what she did before, so this time will be a cross, will happen, and you just need to get to the safe spot. And then also I just totally put my laser right into the middle of the area. Oops. The ranged players will need to get next to these seeds to break the tethers and get rid of them. So once you get the tethers, start doing them. The ads will also be casting Flood of Darkness, which is a silenceable attack, so either tank or Fizz or range need to silence that. After this, she's either going to do a stack or a spread. It's based on what she does. Someone's doing callouts. I had Discord on my phone. Someone's doing callouts. I think it's based on what she looks like. The spread just does like a whole bunch of attacks. This is just gonna smack a bunch of people, so just make sure you're spread out. Like this range, I was like way on the side there. She's also going to prep a spinny while the ads do a mid side or side mid. Just get ready to move once it is safe to get to this right spot. The mid players have it a lot more annoying with the tiles because they now have to get back into place because you can't have more than 2 people on the tile. And the platforms have a lot easier. They could just easily switch back in. There's a tank buster after that. Atmos is respawned, and now the ads are casting, Cloud of Darkness is casting Looming Chaos. This is going to do a whole bunch of shenanigans, but if you're in the right spots, you can typically get to the right place. So, for instance, I got back onto the other side now, so now we're on the left. I guess we're on the right. Nah, directions. Anyways, we're just basically doing the same exact thing here. So core lateral, this is, you know, the sides mid or mid sides. Core lateral will be sides mid. When this first launched, these were reversed in what they said. This one is immediately followed up by towers. These towers are the same thing we've done before. 3 people per. There's vulnerability and damage based on how many people miss them, or how many spots in them are missed. And the debuffs on the platform players have gone back out, so just watch that. Also, sometimes when you see that thing on the edge, that means you can't go onto the edge. Tile players for the towers, you have to kind of specifically move to make sure you're in the right places. Anyways, the half cleaves and the stacks in the spread, this is going to be a stack, are going out again. And in the tiles, a chaser is going around. And basically, whoever gets targeted has to do a full, all the way around to avoid it. Atmos is in the back, take care of those. And she is doing Ghastly Glimmigan for a donut. At this point, we actually have like 2 seconds to breathe while the tiles get back into the right places. But the ads are going to do lateral core phaser again, or core lateral, which is the mid, then 2 sides. And now Cloud of Darkness is going to do the opposite of what she did before. Before she did the spreads, now she's doing the stack. This is a wild charge stack, so the tank needs to be in front. Following that wild charge, or the spread if you didn't have that, you need to silence the ad again, because it will start doing the annoying Flood of Darkness. You don't want that to go off. And now we are back to being able to hit Cloud of Darkness. Yay! And depending on how much damage you do to the ads, they will smack a bunch of health off of Cloud of Darkness. You really want to make sure it's a lot of health so you're not fighting in rage here. Anyways, she is going to do Deluge of Darkness to get ready to switch us back to the Diamond Arena. Good time for melee LB if you didn't have the tank LB for towers and all that earlier. Or healer LB too, I guess, if you didn't have to do that. Good time for melee LB. So yeah, welcome back to the first part. She is going to do Grim Embrace again. Again, this is the hands, where the hand will go either in front of you or behind you. You have to either step back or step forward, depending on which one you get. And then you can see which one you are getting based on how her hand is positioned. It just keeps it in your head, and maybe you'll remember it. Maybe. And then we're also going to have these lines, which you can see the order in which they're going to happen by looking behind you. And she is also going to do either death or arrow here. She is doing death specifically, so get to the edges, get pulled in, and then go into the donuts. We've seen all this before. Hopefully, by the time you get to here, you know what you're doing. After that death/arrow, we will get the hands starting to go off again. And she is going to prep up the attacks she didn't do before, specifically a wild charge. So the parties need to stack up with 2 tanks in front, taking the brunt of the damage. As more hands go off here and we watch people fall from that, we prepare for the Cloudlets of Darkness again with those lines off the fans. So just find your safe corner. If you don't know where, follow people. Everyone can't be wrong, right? Right? Just follow people. It works. And then she's also going to prep up after that a Blade of Darkness. So again, go to the safe hand, or if her hands are up, go out. And she is going to follow that one up with arrow or death. I think it's the opposite of what she did before, so this one was arrow, but it's also what she just prepped up before. Pop that knockback immunity so you don't have to deal with it. More hands going off, and, well, let's take her out before I have to do hands again. Here's flares. Going off once more. This time it will not be followed up by light party stacks. I believe it's just followed up by the rest of the hands going off. And that was a really wonky movement. And her just dying! Yay! I think we just followed up by Enrage at that point. So yeah, that is Cloud of Darkness Chaotic. It is chaotic. It is a lot going on. And, well, yeah, a huge thank you to larknoms for hosting these runs. And thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider tossing a like, comment, subscribe. Maybe click the bell for notifications. Also, be sure to check out the description below. Various links, social media, Discord. Come hang out, get notifications there too. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!